Kent and Medway Fire and Rescue Authority provides a fire and rescue service in one of the largest areas in the south east. The community is some 1.6 million strong, and we receive in excess of 30,000 call-outs a year. We have a total of 66 fire stations in Kent and Medway, and we employ just over 2,000 staff.
Up until we introduced Microsoft CRM products, there were 34 different telephone numbers that the public could use. We now have one single contact point for home fire safety checks.
Having the CRM means that, whereas before everything was done locally on the station, it's now done centrally. The administration has taken off of our hands, and we can go out and see more members of the public.
Last year, our team did 1,500 home fire safety checks. This year, using the CRM product, they are on course to deliver over 4,000. So that shows a marked efficiency increase based on the previous year, and really does demonstrate the benefits of not having to have dedicated teams sitting on the telephone making appointments when really their skills are better implemented in the home delivering fire safety advice.
If someone in Kent and Medway phones for a home fire safety check, it's very, very important they feel confident with that first transaction. They know they're speaking to someone at the end of a telephone who understands their particular needs, and that's been done with the help of CRM.
When someone requests a home fire safety check, CRM returns the relevant station's availability, and we're able to offer that customer on the phone a number of appointments from which they can choose one that suits them best. Now, this is a big advantage over the system that we had previously. Fire stations were responsible for scheduling their own checks, and on occasion people sat at the bottom of the list for quite some time. Now, upon first point of contact, they are offered an appointment straight away.
If we say we're going to make an appointment with our service users, we make it on time, we give them good advice which is really consistent with what they expected when they lifted the phone or sent in the letter or sent in the email. So the CRM system helps us deliver a far more effective service to the public.
We're completely committed to better understanding the risks that are presented to particularly vulnerable groups within our society, and we're becoming more proactive in terms of how we offer the home fire safety check. The CRM system allows us to better understand common fire safety problems and trends in terms of target groups and profiling. Now we can identify people at risk of accidental dwelling fires.
The CRM system allows us to get across a far more persuasive message, so we can influence families. Actually, the actions they take at home can contribute a long, long way to prevent us having to mobilise a fire engine to another tragic fire incident.
There is a facility within the CRM that allows us to complete the home fire safety check on a handheld device such as a PDA.
Once we undertake the checks, the results are then immediately updated at headquarters, and then the job is then considered completed.
Previously, with the paper form being sent through, it wasn't uncommon for us to lose checks. It wasn't particularly uncommon for the admin teams to perhaps misunderstand exactly what was on the form, if the form was unclear, if the form was damaged. There were all sorts of potential pitfalls with that kind of system. Now it's far easier for stations to complete it. It takes around about 30 seconds, so that's a far better process than the previous paper form that was sent off to divisional admin offices. Microsoft Dynamics CRM has been a very positive integration for us. We rely heavily on Microsoft operating systems, Office and Outlook. The CRM was extremely compatible and sat very nicely within our existing infrastructure.
It is a very simple system to use. It's easy to access, and we have live information 24/7.
Any system has got to be friendly in terms of, can our staff use it? Is it an easier system to use? Is it more productive? And that's why we think this system has been particularly successful. It quite simply helps us do our job in a better, more efficient way.
Kent Fire and Rescue Service currently has the lowest casualty and fatality rate per 100,000 of anyone in England and Wales, and that's a fact that we're enormously proud of as a service.
The CRM system allows us to actually collate useful data, and we can make better informed decisions. So there's no doubt in my mind there's a direct correlation between CRM and saving lives and preventing injuries in Kent.